It's RC, guys. What's up? What's up? So, look, we just gonna do a quick review recap of yesterday's Fever game. Um, we're gonna talk about that. So the Fever, they go down 0-4, no wins, 4 losses. Been pretty tough. Where's my other phone at? Um, so here's the thing. I've got to make this kind of quick. um, do I still believe is the question? Do I still believe in the Indiana Fever? Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston. I'd say yeah, sure. Why not? You know, um, I might sound crazy for believing in this team, but I still believe. Um, I think that the way they got out the gate was possibly as worse as it gets. Um, I feel like this is as worse as it gets the way they started. Um, are they going to win a lot of games? I don't know about that for certain, but what I can tell you is that the past 2 games, the effort, it's been there. Definitely, I like the effort that I'm seeing as compared to the first 2 games. So it's some progression in terms of competing. Of course, there's no moral victories in this thing, but this is about progression. The superstars on this team are all under 26 years old, 25 years old. So, Alyssa Smith, still very young. Aaliyah Boston, still very young. Caitlin Clark, still very young. And yesterday was just one of those nights, one of those situations where Aaliyah Boston, I thought she played really good, and a lot of people were pounding on her, upset because she missed that bunny that could have tied the game up. And it happens to everybody. The game before, Caitlin Clark missed a wide open layup. It's just kind of part of the women's game, and you hope that they wouldn't miss layups, but everybody's human, so it happens sometimes. Sometimes you're gonna miss layups. There's gonna be times you're gonna miss layups. So I'm not gonna jump on Boston too hard. I'm not. Um, she still shows a lot of promise, and even though this has been a rough start for her, I'm behind her and back her 100% because I would want people to do the same thing for Caitlin. So I got to show that same energy. I got to show that same attitude as it pertains to Aaliyah Boston, and she's done nothing wrong. She's a stand-up young lady. She comes to the arena. She's ready to work. No, the shot doesn't always go in, but just the play before that, she just scored like a really big jumper from inside the free throw line to knock the game up. In Connecticut, the experience just won out, guys. I think that's what the biggest thing was. The experience just won out because Connecticut has been down this road. They've been down this lane. They've been down this path before. And when it came time to play, they were ready. They were focused. They was locked in. And they was going to do whatever it took to win. So I got to say that about Connecticut. They definitely came to play. It's an experienced team. So at the end of the day, Indiana is still young. They still young and they still growing. And so as they grow, there's going to be missteps like this. There's going to be mishaps that take place. These things are going to occur from time to time as this team, tries to all it is. You gotta get that first victory under your belt, and then you can feel so much more confident about yourself. This was an Indiana team that had lost like 17 straight before they won last season. Who are you kidding me? I mean, and then they went 13-27, of course. And some people say they played better without Caitlin last year than they do now. And some people were saying, well, when Caitlin went out the game with the ankle injury, the Fever looked better. Who am I to judge? Who am I to jump on people? Obviously, if they felt that way, the organization, they wouldn't have took it. They wouldn't have taken Caitlin number one. She truly helps this team out. And she hit her signature 3 yesterday. I was pumped. I was hyped. This team had a 4-point lead with about 4 minutes to go. And I just felt like the tide was turning, that, they would win. But unfortunately, they take the L. They lose it 88-84. They outscored Connecticut in the second half, though, so that's something really big that I must take note of that and say they outscored Connecticut. When you look at the stat lines, What was really nice for me yesterday, and even not just looking at the stat lines, just from what I saw, Kelsey Mitchell, she looked much better, much more spry, got to her spots, got to the rim, hitting threes. It looked like the real Kelsey Mitchell. So I like the fact that Kelsey Mitchell was back. She definitely appears to be off of minutes restrictions. And then also give a shout out to Timmy Fat Benley. Fat Benley, y'all know what I'm saying. Fat Benley, 10 rebounds, 11 points. Even Erica Wheeler had a nice game because she had 5, 5, and 6, had 5 rebounds, five assists, and 6 points. And then if you look at who am I looking for? Nelissa Smith had 13 and 7. Boston 8, 2, and 10. That sounds like pedestrian numbers, but I thought she had a much better game than she has been having recently. Still need to get up her field goal attempts. They need to definitely feed her the ball. If you go down, feed the player that you drafted last year at number one. Feed her. And then if you look at, let's see, uh, Caitlin had 17. She also had 5 assists, but I think she had 5 turnovers. Christy Wallace chipped in 8 points. Wow, it must be getting ready to snow flaming hots later on. Christy Wallace with 8 points. Still no Celeste Taylor. Still no Grace Berger. Still no Vicky Saxton. Still no Lexi Hall. Use these players. I was gonna put out a short saying that she should use these players, but it don't look like Size wants to use these players at all, and I can't figure that out. I cannot figure out why she does not want to use these young players at the end of her bench. Could somebody tell me why Christy Size don't want to use, especially why don't you use Berger and Taylor more? Like, why don't you play them? I don't understand that. Also, defense, really quickly. Um, better defense was played by the Fever, and also Caitlin Clark. I mean, she knocked my shoes off, guys. She actually, when she hit her signature three, her logo three, she actually ran back down the court like a woman possessed and was playing defense. I was like, okay, all right, Caitlin, I see you. Look at you. She ready to play D. I mean, it wasn't for very long. It was really just like one stretch, but she was fired up. And if she can somehow channel having a great offensive game and mixing that with having an energetic defensive game, that would do wonders. I saw her drive to the cup yesterday. I seen her settle, and some might say settle, but I seen her take smarter shots yesterday. Of course, the ankle injury. This is how do I explain this? I was watching the game, and then I walked away from the game. And when I walked away from the game, I came back and I saw her get an ankle injury. And when she got the ankle injury, I was like, oh no. Like I agree with Quita Love Sports, because when she got the ankle injury, the first thing I was thinking was, oh no, it's another Sabrina Ionescu. It's another Sabrina Ionescu event where she has hurt herself, her ankle, and she's gonna miss a whole lot of the season. And I was like, oh no, I hope that's not the case. So it was real good to y'all hold on real quick. I got to wrap this up. Shit, so I'm back. Right. So I'm back, guys, and then Sabrina. Oh no, Caitlin. Yeah, I was saying when Caitlin hurt that ankle, I said, "Oh no, it's a Sabrina situation." But thankfully, no. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all in here with me. What y'all got? What's on y'all minds? What y'all think about the game yesterday? We talking about, do I still believe in the Fever? I said it's gonna be a short live. Right now I'm kind of chilling at my auntie's right now. But what's going on? What's going on with them Gamecocks? I know you ready and waiting. I know I'm ready for Iowa women's Hawkeyes. I'm starting to think. Hey, let me throw this out there. I'm starting to think. What if the Hawkeyes have a better season than the Fever? Because it's a possibility. Because obviously the Fever are on a professional level, but the Hawkeyes, they're gonna have some cupcakes. You better believe they're gonna play some tough teams like Oregon. Um, UCLA, incredibly tough teams like UCLA, USC, Indiana should still be in the mix. Ohio State, they should still be in the mix. Gabby retired. We done? What you mean we done? Gabby retired. I guess I should have just been talking about the Fever. I don't think so, man. Senator, you sleeping because hey, I was reloading. Look, I'm gonna have to do a separate live, a video about that. But look, we definitely reloading. I think I think we're gonna surprise a lot of people. I definitely think we're gonna surprise a lot of people. Hannah Stokey gonna come back. Sydney's gonna come back. We're gonna surprise some people next season. We definitely gonna surprise some folks. Cause I mean, it's the conventional wisdom says go ahead and write us off because we don't have Caitlin Clark, Gabby, and Kate no more. And we losing Molly Davis, and that's half of the team. But no, you shouldn't write us off. No, you definitely shouldn't because I think that with a new coach, I like a new coach, but I think that we will definitely compete on both sides of the ball. I think we'll be a better defensive team next season. I think you'll see a lot more unselfishness play. So nobody will know who to key in on. And then in addition to Lucy Olsen is going to work wonders because you're not going to have to worry about, oh, I need a consistent ball handler. I needed somebody to make sure they knock down shots because you would be searching and looking. If you didn't have Lucy Olsen, you'd be looking at the new incoming recruits to see like, oh, I need a shot maker. Because I don't think before Lucy came, okay, Taylor McCabe is gonna be nice. And then you think of Lucy Olsen. I'm thinking of shot makers, shot takers. So you look at Olsen, you look at McCabe, you look at Sydney and Folter as somebody who's capable, but that's not really her thing, being like a sharpshooter, a marksman. So okay, McCabe, Olsen, if Freerback can get it going, she's gonna be nice. So hey, don't sleep on Iowa. But going back to the Fever before you said, bro, y'all not gonna make it to the Sweet 16. Y'all are going to have a good season to go nowhere. No, push come to shove, worst case scenario round of 32. That's the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is round of 32. And yeah, so hopefully with the yeah, let me conclude this. Man. Let me conclude this video. Yeah, so hopefully the Fever will win their next game. See who that'll be against. But I'm gonna jump up out of here. I'm gonna get back with y'all. I want to appreciate y'all for coming in, jumping in real quick, chopping it up. We'll talk more later. Peace.